says I'm live. What's going on? Okay. All right. Good. We're live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. All right. Let's go do a rescue here. The controller needs to be on for that to work, though. There we go. Let's see, can I go on this side? I took the other route last time, so let's try. Can I go this way? Probably ought to cut the four-wheel drive on. Yeah, looks like we can. I don't know. This is looking pretty sketchy. Yeah, the other route's better. We'll back this up. Back the thing up. I've already got two vehicles I gotta rescue. I don't need to make it a third. Alexa, stop. Alright, let's see. I want here to here. The question is, can I shortcut this? I don't think I can. I might be able to with this, though. We'll see. Oops. I need to go that way. Rescue the burlap first, and then we'll figure out how to rescue the Tuz. For as big as this truck is, it is relatively fuel efficient. And with the amount of fuel it can carry in the rack on top, it's quite the vehicle. Probably the best truck in the game now. The ability of this thing to gobble up terrain is pretty impressive. Oh, don't. Okay, we're gonna slow down here. These tires on slick surfaces, however, are not the best. Snow? What snow? What is the snow you speak of? I still think I like the Kenworth 963 better. Um, Mostly because you can put a flat, three spot flatbed on it and whatnot. Um, but for the absolute toughest jobs, this thing is going to be hard to beat. All right, let's fill up with fuel here. All right, we continue on to the rescue. Oops, excuse me. Pardon me. Hmm. The question is, do I think I can get this truck up there without rolling it over? Well, there's one way to find out, right? Low gear it. Again, I wish I had chains on this thing, but that was not an option. Alright, so that's not working. We'll try the smoother path this way. But I have a feeling we're going to have problems with the rocks. I think if this was just normal, yeah, see the... Okay. Yeah, this thing can't handle slick rock. Alright. That's unfortunate. Let's see. So we got to find a different way around here. Now, I don't think this truck will make it through that gap. Huh. Well, this is an unfortunate set of circumstances. And there isn't really... isn't much in the way of witch points up there either, is there? There's that one. Alright, let's try this. Alright, I'm not going to completely give up on this yet. What is going on there? Because there are trees up there. Uh-oh. That's no good. Question is... I think I put the extended winch on this, but I don't know... Alright, how much further do I have to get up here? That looks like the most likely route, doesn't it? Nope. Oops. I can't attach to any of those trees up there? Well, that's annoying. Alright. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What the... What'd you do? Alright, we'll try that point. That may be a little too aggressive, but we'll see. Yeah. this thing rotated. Nope, nope, that's not what I want to do. Oh, it just does not want to rotate. All right, let's try. Yeah, let's try that. Put it on private again? No? Weird. Got myself a bit of a pickle here. Almost need to be over there, don't I? That is not ideal. Guess I really needed to be over there. See if I can get rotated around. This is probably not going to work. Nope. Yeah. There we go. That's what we want. Keep rotating. Keep a rotating. Nope. All right. Sure, that should work. King Frog, what's going on, man? Well, I am a bit stuck here. It's this Canadian territory. City Flyer, how's it going, man? You guys have got some crazy terrain up here in Canada. But I have a crazy truck, so one way or the other, I ought to be able to figure it out. I'm doing good, man. You've been killing it on your streams, man. It's been great. It's been great to watch. I wish I was more into those fighting games, but I'm not very good at them. The whole parry and all that stuff. I tried playing, what was um, I'm trying to think of what the hell it was. The 40,000 game, which had that parry mechanic, and I mean that takes some doing. My daughter's into those games, but I guess I don't have quite the reflexes for it. All right, look, one of these winch points has got to be able to get me off this thing. All right, I'm gonna have to back. Let me back out of this here. Warhammer 40,000. Thank you. Clearly, I've not had enough coffee yet this morning. I went for the latte this morning from my favorite coffee shop. I don't usually have a latte, but their coffee machine was down, so milk with espresso in it. They didn't really have any baked goods that I was interested in this time, which is probably better for me, to be honest. All right, let's see if we can back out of this a little bit. But I do enjoy watching you play. But I was watching your Resident Evil VR play. That's crazy. I've something I gotta do. I gotta go up in the attic for some other stuff. I need to go down and I need to try to dig out my my VR headset and see if I can't. Well, I have really gotten myself in a bind here, haven't I? I got halfway up the mountain and now I can't get unstuck. Son of a bitch. There we go. There we go. All right. So let's see if I can get this rotated around. Oh, whoa, 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 don't go that far. Yeah, VR is crazy. Like I said, I only played with it a little bit with my VR headset back in the day, and I just played some like basic VR games. Oh, that worked out. That worked out better than I expected. Holy shit. Oh, there you go. See, I was focusing too hard. I needed a distraction. Figured it out. Oh yeah, no, VR is the way to go on horror games. It was so funny. I was watching you, and you ran into some zombie, and you're like, "Oh!" And you're sitting. I can see you sitting shooting at that. I do like the way you have that inset set up, so I can see what you're actually doing. It's good. I noticed you're like in a corner, which is probably the way to go, because that way, if you back up, you hit a wall, you don't like trip over a table or something. But yeah, it's fun to watch. It's absolutely fun to watch. All right, let's do this. Shut the engine down so we can plan the next part of the route here. This should be fairly straightforward. I mean, I assume at some point. Good morning, Zach. How are you doing this morning? I'm assuming at some point that most games will be VR. City Flyer, what's been going on, man? You still working on that map, or did you get that finished? Tired today? Damn. Not sleep well last night, Zach? I actually got decent sleep. I fell asleep about 10 o'clock. Woke up this morning, watched the F1 sprint race. Uh, hmm. Well, this is. Well, that's a problem. I don't know that I can even use the bridge. Yeah, that was so. Hamilton just walked around. I haven't finished. I haven't finished watching qualifying yet, but yeah, he just walked away with that sprint race. It looks like the Red Bull is struggling with keeping the tires in good shape. Yeah. Oh, you had to tell me, didn't you? That's all right. I'm still gonna watch it. Piastri took what? Yeah, Piastri looks strong. Lando's car looked like it was having problems. I don't. It didn't seem to be his driving, even though he did make some mistakes as well. Yeah, this new surface on the Chinese track is looks like it's really tearing the tires up. Yeah. All right, there we go. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh no. When you're not playing it. Yeah, you can get. They make some nice stands so you can just set it on. You can set it on like your desk. I wasn't supposed to go across the bridges like that. Oh no. Now I got to go backwards. That was an unforced error there. Might be easier to turn around. Here's where I was driving and texting, texting and driving. That was not smart. There we go. Excuse me, tree. Definitely an unforced error. Yeah, women just don't understand how important these things are. It just doesn't make any sense to them. I guess I don't know. Oof. All right, hold on. This is a serious unforced error. That's not gonna work. Oh, come on. It's not good. It's no good. Need to get these rear wheels lined up with the bridge earlier. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. All right. So are you going to stream that for a while as a series until something new comes out, or are you going to do have you done Assassin's Creed yet? I don't remember if I saw you playing the new Assassin's Creed or not. I hear it's not that great, but seems sort of up your alley. I know it's not Dark Souls-like, but seems to have a lot of the same mechanics and stuff. All right. Now let's not miss our turn here. That's what I did last time. It's a mistake. Oop. Do I need to be in low? Not for this. Okay, good. Burned up a lot of fuel doing that. Jeez. Can you hear me okay, City Flyer? Sounds sound good? Truck's loud enough? All that? You can hear the engine noise? Well, that's a heck of a transition, isn't it? Well, if the Tuz can do it, this can certainly do it, right? Just take it slow. Nope, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Should be enough to get me up the hill. And we're clean. And away we go. Nice. This thing is ridiculously capable. The trees popping out of the ground. Can look like anti-aircraft missiles or something. Slow down here, it's getting sketchy. Again, I don't trust these tires on icy surfaces for obvious reasons. Alright, that's okay. Spady, what's going on? How you doing this morning? Wait a minute. I think I might, let's back this up, alright. Back up. Yep, well, happy birthday to the kiddo. Appreciate you stopping by the stream, man. Trying to get back on track with SnowRunner. Missed like 2 weekends in a row because of IRL stuff, so a bit behind schedule, as it were. Let's see. All right, let me pull this forward. Yeah, there isn't really room to do that, is there? I wonder if I can pick it up with a crane. I might be able to pick it up with a crane. Walking around Kroger right now? Yeah. Yeah, I got to do that later today. I got grocery shopping to do. I got car fixing to do. Whew. There's always something. Always something. That was easy enough. Oop, don't do that. Go forward. Go forward. Yeah, definitely. If it's not one thing, it's 5 others, to be honest. It's like, what a mess. Alright, so now the question is... Let me pull this forward. Actually, you know what? I'm going to back this up. back it up, or do I? Because where was I headed? I was headed... I don't know where I was headed. Yeah, exactly. But, oh, that's right. I got to go up there and rescue that thing, don't I? I could probably rescue that with... Well, actually, this might not... This will probably be... So let's do this. Let's do a refuel here. From the scout trailer. Huh. Alright. Oops. Let's change trucks. Oof. It's kind of in a bad spot, isn't it? I probably ought to move the other truck out of the way then. But, yeah. Like I said, it's... Real life has gotten in the way of streaming here for the last couple weekends. And finally got things settled enough that I can do it again, but it's like... It's a tight schedule. I was doing stuff this morning, doing house stuff this morning, stream. Still want to watch the race this weekend. I don't know. Too much. Too much. Too much to do. F1 race, yeah, man. It's looking good. I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan, always have been. Still think he's one of the best drivers out there. I think Max is probably a little better, but I don't know. It's been tough trying to figure that out. I mean, Max is obviously quite a bit younger, and he has had the dominant car here for the last couple of years. Obviously, Hamilton did for many years before that. That's why he's got 7 world championships, which puts him right up there with Schumacher. And frankly, and I know people are going to hate this, but frankly, I think his wins were tougher than Schumacher's. I think the field is more competitive. The cars are more competitive. I think his teammates were more competitive. I mean, Ferrari kept all of Schumacher's teammates in check. They could not pass him. So, Jim LaHaye, how you doing this morning? But, you know, I'd love to see, it would make my day, and I'm sure it would make Hamilton's day, to see Hamilton win a world championship in the Ferrari. And that would be his 8th, which would just be extraordinary. So, that's what I'm hoping for. Look, he's fallen asleep already. I walk away from the truck for 2 minutes, and he falls asleep already. All right, time to wake up, you lazy slob. All right, let's go get this other truck. Can I just back up here? One more week of sap running? Yeah, because it's warming up, huh? Squeeze a little more syrup out of those trees. Convince him to give you just a little bit more. Yeah, Jim, I will tell you that your voice in your stream yesterday that you were testing, the voice was perfect. You didn't have any problem with that at all. I wasn't picking up a whole lot of background noise. I could hear somebody in the background, but that's pretty typical. You're never going to get rid of that if you've got other people in the house. unless you've got an enclosed room, which I know you're talking about doing. But your voice sounded really good. The game sounded good. I'm not sure what the chat, why there was such a long delay on the chat. That was a little odd. But other than that, it looked pretty good. Yeah, Jim is doing a little test stream, just seeing what it's like. But the picture was a little dark, and I wasn't sure why. I guess it depends on what you're using to stream. But yeah, man, you're on your way. Took the first bite out of the apple. Got a good voice for it and stuff, so I think it'll be fun. You've got a fun personality. Yeah, I'm heading the right direction. Okay. Just trying to make sure I'm going the right way. There you go. Yeah, so I will tell you that I started streaming from a laptop at first, and the biggest thing I had to do was get extra cooling to it, and I bought, let me see if I can find it here, hold on a second. Ooh. So I bought one of these things. Can you see that? The company, I bought it off of Amazon, have it, but you can find these. It's a laptop platform. It uses a USB. Just hook it into a USB, and that helped a ton, dude. Because what slows your laptop down is your chipset getting too hot, because laptops don't cool. So that, I think this was like $30 or something, and that made my laptop last as a streaming tool probably another 3 months or so until I could get a box. And you don't need, for streaming, especially if you're using your Xbox as your gaming thing, and yeah, like what I'm streaming off now is my PC, and it's not a great PC. It's the graphics card is a 3000 series. It's a 3600. It's not a Ti. It's just a standard 3600, I think. But I think I think this was like $800 from BJ's Warehouse or whatever. So if you look around, you'll be able to find a decent deal on something like that. But you get a cooler like that hooked up, it'll make the laptop operate a lot better. But what you got to do is be able to monitor the chip heat. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's even better. That's even better. So, but if you want to just run the laptop for a little while, get one of those coolers. It'll make a huge difference. I upgraded the memory on this as well, but the chip cooling made a huge difference. Is the engine noise real loud? Is it drowning me out? It's so hard for me to tell, obviously. This truck is loud, too. Like, if I get inside here, it's loud as crap. Dang. I don't know why it's so... Every other truck in this game... Yeah. Audio's bounced? Okay. Because inside the cockpit, this is the only truck that inside the cockpit is louder than outside the truck. Audio's bounced? Okay. I just turned it down, and probably now it's probably too low. Bump it back up a little bit here. But yeah, hopefully it helps, dude. Like I said, I think that was like $30 or something on Amazon. I set the laptop up on top of it, and it kept the chip temperature down to something more reasonable. Worked really well. Let's see, I want to back into this, I guess. Well, it worked better. I don't know that it worked really well. It worked really well for keeping the laptop temperatures cool, so that I could use it, get a decent stream out of it, but certainly couldn't multi-stream like I do now. And again, the box I have now is not a super duper powerful box. There you go. There you go. You can do that too. You can do that too. Face cam from outside. Alright. Let's chalk this bad boy. Whoops, I forgot to get refueled. Oh well. Set this thing down in the snow and pick it up properly. All right. An ice pack to keep it cool? Yeah, yeah. Well, I considered that, and that's when I got that fan set up thing. It worked really well. And the other thing that I did that helped a lot was I used my tablet and used my other YouTube account so I could see what everybody else was seeing. And that helped me monitor like the sound and whatnot. I put an earpiece in that's hooked to the tablet. That helped a lot for keeping track of. I'm gonna keep hitting the wrong button. Stop it. There we go. Keep track of how the stream was looking, but. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Fortunately, you know, the YouTube Studio gives you a review screen, and that seems to be pretty accurate. But you can't hear the sound through it. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'd go ahead and just get started now and set up the room, and you can use the you know the, and I understand you're probably more of, you know, I use that same. I should have started streaming. A friend of mine kept trying to get me to stream like for 2 or 3 years before I actually started, and I kept using the same sort of explanation. If I had started streaming 3 years ago, I'd be well ahead of where I am. I mean, if you want some perspective, go and watch Mr. Beast's first videos. Now, I'm not saying you and I are going to become billionaires because we start streaming, but you watch Mr. Beast's first videos. He's like in his room in front of like a chest of drawers or something. the sooner you get started on it and get moving, the sooner you learn all the stuff, the sooner you get all the bugs worked out, you know. So that would be my suggestion. If I had started in my bedroom 3 years ago, I'd be a lot further ahead than where I am now. Yeah, well, yeah, that does put a damper on things. It does slow things down a little bit, but again, life gets in the way. All right, I got to figure out what I'm doing next here because I'm driving all over hell of God without a purpose, basically. I didn't intend to bring this monster truck up on this mountain either. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. You just got to do it. Yep. Yeah. Hobo, how you doing? Good morning. Yeah, the stream from over there, that'd been interesting, yeah. Yeah. Well, and there were people doing that. I mean, I don't know that they were live streaming. They were definitely sending videos over. I'm fairly certain the military would have had a problem with you live streaming. But, of course, I was in the Navy. We didn't even have internet, so that wouldn't have been an option for me back then. But again, the streaming wasn't really even a thing. You look at people like Ninja and stuff that started streaming back when Twitch was just in TV, and it's like, damn, I wish I'd seen how popular that was going to be. Live action air raid, exactly. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Well, yeah, and our view of war now is just nuts. There are a couple channels that I follow that have clips of the Ukraine-Russian war, and it's like, dude, man. And like you said, you get live drone. You can see footage of people in drones dropping grenades inside of tanks. It's like, this is messed up. So, yeah, it's crazy. We in an entirely different world from when I grew up. I never saw any of this. If you'd come from the future, from today, and told me when I was 15 years old that this is what my world was going to look like, yeah, well, there's some bad stuff, yeah, yeah. But I mean, as well as anybody, you guys know, war is absolute awful. There's no getting around it. There's glorious stories afterwards, but the actual act of it is just hideous. Will we ever get to a point where we don't have wars? I don't think so. As a matter of fact, I think I was just watching Boston Dynamics' newest robot. That's just crazy. And I know people are already putting guns on these things and testing them with guns. Every government's doing that. So, oh, whoops. Oh well. All right, let's see. Let's do two things here. We're gonna change trucks. No, I didn't want that truck. Change truck. There we go. Start the engine. Refuel. Fill the burlap up. All right. Fill the elephant up. That took most of the fuel. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I know. It's crazy. I mean, because again, you're depending on that guy for your very life. Both of you are depending on each other to get home, so it's crazy. Probably, I don't know that there's really a stronger bond. I mean, family can screw each other over, but yeah, I agree, Jim. I agree. Those coordinated drone shows That's... How do you fight that? You know, yeah, you can shoot some of them down, but if they can coordinate 10,000 drones to make a dragon flying through the air, imagine what else they can do. And, I mean, we can do it too. So, yeah, the war is going to get worse, not better. Because the robots have no morals whatsoever. There are humans that don't have morals. There are humans that are evil. Robots just don't care. So, I just... the whole prospect of it is terrifying when you think about it. Oh, yeah. Either on their own, because the people controlling them are mean, or on their own, which is even more frightening. This burlap is crazy good. This thing eats snow. Can you hear the engine from this thing okay? Yeah. No. You know, and that's I know the Trump administration is looking at, they just signed a new contract for fighters, but that'll probably be the last contract for fighters. Um, you know, they've got these. They just did a test. I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago, where they had one AI uh, fighter jet fighter drone, and it was whooping the hell out of our best pilots. So it's like, so can we not build a bridge here? I would have thought we could have built a bridge. I know I can't drive across this, right? Probably not with... Can I drive across this? Ah, that seems silly. No. Okay, that's a thing that's not going to happen. Okay. Truck is a bit quiet. This thing is pretty quiet anyway, but I'll bump it up a little bit. All right, so going across here is not a thing, but there's no task to build a bridge here either, which is kind of annoying. Huh. All right. Huh. This isn't exactly the best spot to turn around in it either. All right. Let's hold on. Let's pull forward, ditch the trailer, and then we'll pull the trailer with a winch, or get turned around. One of the two. Just get out of my way. Just get out of my way. I mean, it's quiet in my headphones, so I don't know that I can make it loud enough for you guys to even hear. Trailer, you're kind of a pain in the ass. What the hell? Well, that's not helping. Oh, Lord. Out of my way. just run the frickin' thing over. Great. I've wedged myself in here somehow. Well, that took some skill right there. That took some absolute skill. I somehow managed to literally block myself in. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Why won't it let me hook to the hitch? It's irritating as hell. What the heck? Oh, shit. Alright, fine. Be that way. Where's the... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I managed that. That like I said, that took another level of skill on my part to F that up. That is the extraordinary level of my skill that I can do that. No one else would do that on purpose. Apparently I will. I still don't know how it. Again, it's the winch mechanic on here is a little weird in that, how do I not have fuel in this? I thought I refueled this thing. Oh my God. Watch, I'm going to run out of gas halfway there. What I was trying to do was attach the winch to the front of the hitch part of the trailer and pull it around, but... And there is a crane attachment available for this particular truck. However, it's weak as crap. It just doesn't work that well. Oh, I left the burlap running? That's great. Let's burn some more fuel up. Donuts, what the hell? Oh, come on. It's wedged in there. Oh, Lord. There we go. See, I'm going to have the same problem here, so I need to get... I should be able to turn this thing around, though, because it's a lot shorter. So let's hook it up to the trailer, like a normal human would. See, yeah, whatever. Now keep in mind that I brought one truck up here to pick up this scout trailer. That's all I came up here for. I just just wanted to come up here, pick up the scout trailer, and take it back down. That was my whole mission last time. And now I've dragged 3 vehicles up here trying to get the stupid scout trailer. Oh, Lord. I saw the scout trailer on the top of the mountain. I was like, oh, I'll just run up there and grab that and come back down. Yeah, not so much. All right. Oh, come on. This stupid trailer. God, this thing's a pain in the ass. Oops. All right. Now we can get out of here. Well, I'm getting there quick, Jim. Trust me. That has already crossed my mind. Getting there fast. Now the other problem is I'm going to have to leave one of these up here and come back and get it. Bug, how you doing this morning? All right. So, and I have probably used all of the fuel that I thought I thought for sure that I could come up here with the Scout, pick this thing up, and I'd be like, all right, I got 293 gallons of basically free fuel. Now, again, I'm not playing hard mode or anything crazy like that, so the fuel's free anyway, but it made sense to me to have it. And now I've spent all that fuel, easily all that fuel, dicking around. This nonsense. All right, turn that off, change truck. Now we're getting all of it back down the mountain. All for a stupid scout trailer. How you doing, Bug? Hey, I appreciate you watching me on Twitch, Bug. Help me get that that Twitch average viewership up. Really appreciate that. So if you've got a Twitch account, you want to watch me on Twitch, that would be really helpful to me. I am almost to affiliate. Alright. Now we get the burlap. Attach a winch. Guess it doesn't really matter which one I use, right? Yeah. This burlap is ridiculously good. Noriko, what's going on? Yeah, that's one of the things that yeah, I appreciate it. Right. Well, that's fine. You know that if you can do Twitch on the phone while you're watching me on the big screen on YouTube, I'm happy with that. Don't mind that at all. Yeah. So I have not looked into that. That's one of the things I've got on my list to do this weekend. I've not looked into the changes they're making. So are they going like the as long as you're on Twitch, you're an affiliate kind of thing, Noriko? Twitch Camp, is that what I need to do? Is Twitch Camp? Or is that what's coming out? Is that what they're calling it? I still have not looked at that in any detail. Alright, so I got a couple things I need to do here. So let's release this winch. Shut that off. Change trucks to this thing. Oh, really? Well, there you go. Bungle Bear, how's it going this morning? Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate Noriko stopping by. Okay, well, I've got that covered then. I mean, they had to do something. They were losing people to other platforms, so. And at first, it looked like they were going to try to make being an affiliate even more difficult, and I was like, well, that's probably not going to work out in your favor. JJ, how you doing? I appreciate that, man. 7 viewers, 7 likes, exactly. Exactly. Smash that like button. I need to get one of those little animated things up here. I have one like halfway built, so just to remind people, and do Nightbot and a bunch of other stuff. Got a list of things I got to do. I would imagine they would, Noriko. I watched the sprint race this morning, and I started watching qualifying for the main race. Really happy. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Really happy that Lewis picked up first in the sprint race. But yeah, there's a lot I got to do on the stream. It's just get it knocked out. I know. Look, you and I talked about this. Was it yesterday? I don't think that's the car. Talking some F1, absolutely, JJ. Lawson's performance can't be blamed on just the car not being set up for him. I'm sorry, there's no excuse. I mean, freaking Isaac, what's his name? Hajar? I mean, he's and Yuki are both doing well in basically the baby cars. So Lawson's gonna have to get it. Yeah, Lawson's gonna have to get his crap together because that's just not. You can't do that. Christian Horner's not gonna put up with that. He's well known for firing people or kicking them out of that seat in mid-season. So hopefully he can figure it out. I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, F1 season's looking like it's going to be real exciting. We essentially have 3 teams now that look like they're competitive. Well, maybe 4. Well, yeah, that's true. It's true. Horner usually is the news face on it, but you're right. It's Helmet that does that. Dark Helmet. I saw somebody call him in a meme. That was funny. All right, and then we're gonna winch to the. Oh wait. Shit. pay attention to what I'm doing here for a second. Alright, so we're going to hook up to this. Hook this up to this. Attach a trailer. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, cubic dollars is cubic dollars, but I didn't understand. There was enough. Yeah, I think that would be a mistake. I think there are other drivers out there that don't have seats right now that would be a better choice than Checo. But I don't know. I mean, look at Antonelli. I mean, dude, he's going to give Russell a run for his money at this point. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Enrico. There are a lot of good rookies who have either done, and there's a lot of good test drivers to also. So I think that's going to be that would be the smart move. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing off the mountain. Without dumping another truck over. I do too. Yep. Yep, either one of those guys. Yeah, they both have potential. I think Mick joining up with Haas in the condition Haas was in was unfortunate for him. I mean, it wasn't an error in his part. It's, that was what was available. If there's a seat, there's a seat. But that was really unfortunate. I think he definitely showed that he's got the skills that are needed, but. Now the question is, from here, where do we go? Yeah. Again, if I were in his racing shoes, I would have taken the seat too, hoping that things, I'm sure he was told by, by the team that, they were working on something good and it was going to get better, but that was really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But it was obvious he has the skill. He just needs to get back into the circuit somehow. And I think there's still a possibility of that. The trouble is, obviously, there's a lot of young drivers, coming up through the series that are going to be more visible. I mean, in my opinion, and you know this already because I've stated a couple times, I think Leclerc is going to be second fiddle to Hamilton. He just doesn't have the skill. He doesn't have the fire like Hamilton does. And Hamilton, I think part of Hamilton's problem, other than the Mercedes car not being up to snuff, was he just kind of lost his motivation when the car wasn't up to snuff. Now he's in the Ferrari, which he's always wanted. I mean, that's been a childhood dream of his, and they've got a car that looks like it's going to work. I don't know if you saw it. I was watching some of it, and they were saying that the first race, Hamilton came in there. He's like, well, let me just see how the team's going to work during a race. And then he came in for China. He said he came in and he had a list of things that had to be done. And apparently they did them, and he's real happy with the car. So. Yep. Yeah. And I think Hamilton they'll figure that out. Hamilton either have a discussion with the engineer, and the engineer will understand his role, or Hamilton will have a discussion with Ferrari and he'll have his role. Yeah, he is a man on a mission. You're exactly right, JJ. Well, and again, if you look at, you can go back and find he had on his, he was a lot like, guys like Tiger Woods and Schumacher and all these young guys. He had a list of things that he wanted to do, and win the world championship in as a Ferrari driver was one of them. And now he's got his opportunity. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's so I think Hamilton to get the team straightened on what he needs, and but yeah, working with a whole new race engineer is going to be, there's going to be some work that needs to be done there. Now he still has his personal assistant. I forget what her name is. The blonde. I think I saw her in the pits. So at least he's got that stability, because he's, from every interview I've seen with him, he really relies on her. Um, so he's got that stability, but yeah, he needs to get a race engineer. He either needs to get his race engineer on board with him, or he needs to get one that is on board with him. And you can bet that if he wins this season, oh, did he? Oh, okay. Maybe I, I saw a different blonde that was in the pits. But yeah, but I think especially if he starts winning on a regular basis for Ferrari, they'll give him anything he wants. If he tells them, look, this race engineer's got to go, that race engineer's gone. Come on, get out of the mud. Did I miss my turn again? Sweet Jesus. I gotta stop talking and drive. I just can't believe I did that. I took my Adderall this morning. I don't know what my problem is. That's like 3 times I've missed this turn. I guess I'm kind of surprised he fired her, because, again, and of course, when they have these public interviews, how much of that is true and how much is following the team script, I don't know. But ow, cat, what is wrong with you? Psycho? Which, that's sort of a redundant statement, isn't it? Cat being a psycho? All cats are psychos. I will have to say our other cat, Bug, she's not a psycho. She's super sweet, but she's also very shy, so that may have something to do with it. T-Rex is not shy. This cat here, that's T-Rex. The other one is Bug. Both of them are my daughter's cats, but, the cats think they own me too, so. Oh my God, what in the hell? No, well, there is some of that, JJ. That's just what my daughter named her. Yeah. Well, we don't own any cats. We just have 2 cats that own us. I have embraced the reality of being a cat owner some time ago. When I lived on the farm, I had 13 cats. Now, most of them were outdoor cats. They didn't come inside. We fed them, but we fed them out off the back porch. Um, Cats are real handy on the farm. Yeah, he would. That's true, he would. Let's see. All right. Where? Well, that's not helpful. Here, we'll just back the elephant up and upright this thing. Let me fix this. Damn it. Don't you knock over my studio light, cat? Psycho. She's looking for attention. That's what it is. She's T-Rex is a bit of an attention. What are you doing, cat? Oh, Lord, stop! What are you doing? Get out of there! Come on, psst, psst. Weirdo. Stays outside due to your allergies. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty common thing. There's no doubt. Fortunately, I'm not allergic to cats, and I like cats for their low maintenance. I had a cat, but he disappeared. Yeah, it is a good thing I'm not shooting at ships right now, because I'd probably be dead by now. One of the other streamers that streams that game, Senna, he's basically based his part of his channel brand is is his cats. So he's fully embraced the catness. Oh my God, stupid! The stupid trailer is driving me crazy. It is in the way nonstop. All right. What in the world is going? Come on, out of the way. What are you doing? What a weirdo. That's not gonna turn it over? Fine, I'll do it this way. I'll do it with the crane. City Flyer, what's going on? I'm doing all right. I'm having some difficulty getting off this mountain, but other than that, I'm doing all right. I'm not sure what my major malfunction is here today, but all right. Though the cat is not helping, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I can get off this damn mountain. Again, I came up with one scout up the mountain in order to get this trailer. That's all I wanted to do. That's it. Grab the trailer, get off the mountain. Hours later, I need the little meme screen. 3 hours later. And honestly, what are we doing? Stop. What? Why are you hooking up there? No. Oh my God. What? Why did it do that? What? Why did it choose that as the auto winch? Son of a bitch. Seriously? That I didn't expect. Nope, that's not going to work. It just pulls straight through the truck. There we go. Let's try that one. Try. I know. Oh, come on. What do you do? Oh, my God. This is going to drive me crazy. All right. Ditch the trailer. For fuck's sake. Attach a winch. What are we doing? It's supposed to be, but oh my God! Now I'm going to dump the thing down the mountain. It's just a skill issue, JJ. It's just a skill issue. I watch you and I watch Zing and Neighbor and all these other guys. Province, you guys don't have these troubles, do you? Yeah, run T-Rex, but he still can get out of range. Oh Lord, what am I doing? It's just a skill issue. Yeah. Yeah, it does make total sense. Okay. Restore the crane. All right. Use the winch in the big truck. The cranes are just harder to use. Yeah, maybe. The problem with the burlap is depending on where you hook up to it, it just slides around. It's very like bottom heavy, so it doesn't which you would think would make it flip easier, but it doesn't. At least not for me. I struggle getting that thing to flip over every time. You know, the crane, I can just snatch it up. It's nice that it's got points at the top. Some of the scouts don't, and that just makes it really difficult. All right, let's try this again. I just want to go down the frickin' mountain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the elephant to haul the trailer down the mountain on the crane, because that is clearly messing me up. And maybe not try to pay attention to chat until I get off the sketchy part of this trail. That probably would help as well. The fact that I came up this way with the elephant is extraordinary enough as it is. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. Like the Tuz, you could just pick, the Tuz. There's a couple of them, the Jeep. All the smaller ones, they've got one right at the top. It's great for picking them up with a crane and carrying them around. I love that. And ignore the cat. Yeah. Good luck. She's trying to like play with my toe or something right now. I don't know what, either that or whatever she was playing with has gotten underneath my foot. But that's not bothering me so much. Oh, there we go again. Oh, son of a bitch. Roll and oh, okay. That doesn't count. Doesn't count. Doesn't count as a flip a truck because it's back on its wheels. I don't have a roll a truck counter, just a flip a truck. Oops. Can I not attach to anything? I don't know that that's really going to work, but we'll try it. It should keep me from rolling over. Nope, stop. Oh, God damn it, wouldn't. Nope, okay. Fine. Fine. Just the auto winch is not cooperating at all today. For fuck's sake. Now with scouts, if they can recover themselves, it's not a flip a truck. Nope, that's not what I want. Flip a truck is only when you need to be rescued. Now, I have... Stop it. Alright, man, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Do a barrel roll. I think we might have reached the point where we need to... Is it the bottom one, or is that the... This little tree is a lifesaver. The idea that I could actually winch off of this is ridiculous. Why won't you flip? Honestly, I swear to God, I don't know what. You're on a hill. You know you want to flip, just flip. Well, the engine's running. That's a good start. Well, I don't understand. My God. Just doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, the any realism involved with this is long gone. Whoops, I didn't attach to what I thought I attached to, I guess. I don't understand why you won't get off your side. I'm resigned to face the reality that we are now at yeah, needs a nap, exactly. Well, I hadn't flipped it. I had gotten all the way here across ice and everything else without flipping the truck. Since I've taken this trip up on this mountain to get the stupid trailer, I've flipped a truck 5 times. Not the same truck, but I've flipped. So it's like this whole venture, I should have left that stupid trailer up there and just gone on about my business. Oh Lord, what are you gonna do? Now the question is, you know, how hard is it going to be to get this thing down there? Because getting it up was not easy. Getting it down the hill is going to be even more challenging, I'm sure. Okay. And just to make it more fun, I'm gonna bring with me an entire trailer full of fuel. There's no danger in that. Well, there is. I mean, I could just recover back to the garage and go from there. You can't do checkpoints, but I could recover back to the garage and be fine. But I hate doing that. I'd rather try to figure out how to get it upright. But it's just like, as long as I have another truck that I can recover with, I could do that. I'll just do that. But all right. Now this will be interesting. And unfortunately, I think this is the best way to get off. See, the rest of the road goes this way. Now, I could go around to here, I guess. I can't fit this big truck through this gap here. I can fit the small truck through it. But I came up this way. I figured I'd try to come down it. Because it's closest to where I'm trying to get to, which is this place. But it may be a fool's errand. Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. Yeah, that definitely would be handy. Great. All right. Watch this trick. This will be interesting. Get rid of that. Store the crane. All right. Now. No? Okay. Trying to get so I can get the winch to. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, let's see if this works. Get unhooked from the tree there. Stupid trailer's in the way again. I wish the winch, you could pay the winch out as opposed to just pulling it in. It'd be great if you could do that. Uh-oh. And these tires on ice are useless. All right. No, that's not working. Let's try this one. Nope, don't you tip. Don't you do it. Do not do that. Stupid trailer's the bane of my existence now. Oh, I forgot I had it in the wrong... Okay, hopefully that helps. Problem child number 1 out of the way. Yeah, it should be enough. Alright. Scout is awake. Yeah, exactly. Had to wake him up. Alright, we'll just do that. Yeah, I haven't tried Farm Sim. I don't know that I'd be into that or not. It's hard to say. It's crazy. There are people who stream all these different sim games, these like job sim games, and I mean they do quite, you know, they're quite popular channels. So, but I haven't gotten that deep into them yet. All right, so let's. What are you doing? All right, now. It's not the ideal situation, but for fuck's sake. Learning the ins and outs, yeah. Yeah, I've got a friend that plays it too, and that's sort of what he said. The learning curve's kind of steep, but yeah, 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 yeah. Finally. All right, let's drag this while we still can. I wish they had an off-road version of this. I'm sure somebody's got a mod out there for it. I'm gonna have to find it because the tires on this thing are just abysmal. The Burlak generally doesn't seem to care. A lot of the other scouts, You get in the mud with that thing, and it just it slows them down so much that you basically have to ditch it. But all right, what time is it now? 11. See if I can back the rest of the ways down this hill without dumping this thing over. Tires on this thing make it quite good in the snow. I don't know if this is the best scout in the game these days, but top 3 probably. The Ford F-750 is still probably one of my favorites, primarily because of how much fuel it can carry. You hook that up to one of these trailers, and you've got, I think, well over 350 gallons worth of fuel. And it still can go over almost all the terrain. I was hoping this would have, and also you could put flatbed and a usable crane on it. The crane on this I found to be really weak unless they've fixed it since then. Because I was real happy to see that this, you could set this up with a bed and a crane on it, but man, I couldn't pick up any standard size piece of cargo with a crane. It was really annoying. Alrighty. Alright, recovery complete. Finally. The Tuz I'll probably just do recover and take it back to the garage. The Tuz just can't handle the depth of the snow here. We'll get everybody refueled here and we'll move on to the next thing. No. What? No, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. And the reason I originally brought the Tuz is because I can hook it up to the crane on this and carry it around with me, but that is not an option with a Burlak. All right. That thing's so quiet I couldn't tell it wasn't on. Oops. All right, on to the mission. It's like on to the original mission here. So we've got to deliver to the gas station 3 things of fuel. I love this Mercer truck, I really do. I love the way it looks. Alright. And it's quite a good truck too, which is nice. There we go. Alright, where is this going? Let's go into the gas station, which is over here, I think, right? Where is this gas station? Oh boy, that's a ways away. Okay. Wow. Is there a faster way there? Or is that it? Yeah, it looks like this is still the best route. I was going to try to go this way, but that was not working out well at all. The ice on that side was really fragile. Oops. Oh, we still haven't cleared this thing either, have we? Crap. To go this way then, which is relatively sketchy. That'll be fun with a trailer full of fuel. And we gotta figure out where to start getting supplies to fix these bridges. Trying to get the camera angle squared away there. Apologize for that. Hope it didn't get anybody a seizure. Now getting up these rocks is going to be real interesting. Yeah, we should be able to do it though. Or don't have to really go up the rocks, so. Love the interior on these old trucks too. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go that way. Just go straight up the mountain. That's not a choice I want to take. Once I deliver this, I think I'll take the burlap and do some, because I've got that one other watchtower that I need to do. So I may go drive over to that. Excuse me. Not ideal. Can't imagine even attempting this in real life. Icy rocks over a giant gap in the road with an entire trailer load of gasoline. No, not doing it. Oh, and then onto an icy lake. I do watch a lot of those Russian off-road trucking videos, and it's crazy some of the stuff they try to do. Then you watch some of the stuff like in India and parts of South America where they're on these roads that are, you know, literally on the dug out of the side of the edge of a mountain. It's like, what are you thinking? But I guess you got to get stuff done. I don't know. Pretty crazy. Pick my way along the shore here, and it should be okay. And there we go. Haven't seen you all day. Got the viewer spam. One every day, every stream. I'm a little worried that Twitch isn't hooked up if that doesn't pop up every once in a while. Glorious muster today, huh? Okay. Excuse me. Goodness. I don't know where that came from. Alright. Should be good to go from here. Relatively quick trip. Well, we got to cross that one section, though. That's going to be interesting. With a trailer load of stuff. At least we can relax a little bit here on this road. It's only covered with ice. Over the hills and through the woods. To Grandma's gas station we go. Maple Music Festival, huh? Sounds like a place Jim LaHaye would hang out. Get off the boulder. There we go. Here comes the fun part. Try to give ourselves as much room on this side as possible. Yeah, exactly, Jim. That's what they use as fuel in this area. They just use maple syrup. Fermented maple syrup. Burns like diesel. And there you go. Maple Music Festival. This is probably where Jim's living right now. He hangs out there in the sun. That's his summer home. Hangs out at the music festival. Selling syrup. Syrup cocktails. Syrup-based cocktails. Maple syrup. In its final form. Yeah, man. Nothing wrong with that dream. Infused syrup. That's what I'm talking about. Or maybe some hot syrup. I know that's real popular around here right now is hot honey. There's a little company here that makes it. Honey infused with some sort of pepper spice or something. It's so good. There's a brewery near me that makes hot honey pepperoni pizza. And they put hot honey on the pepperoni and then bake it on the pizza. And the edges curl up. And there's this little pool of pepperoni grease and hot honey. Holy shit, that's good. Oh, so good. Might have to. This is the second time this week I've talked about that. I might have to go get some. So I'm sure you could make some sort of hot honey infused maple syrup. Or hot syrup. I don't know. Himalayan mad honey. Now that I've never heard of, Bug. I'll have to look that up. That sounds good. I like it. I like it already. Make a lollipop. That's cool. Yeah. No, you're right, Trail Ride. How you doing, man? Yeah, hot honey's good on just about everything. I haven't run anything to it that I haven't had it. Sure, man. Well, you can drop it in the Discord. Where am I going? No, I'm not going down there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, hot honey is awesome. There's something about it mixed with a sort of the saltiness of the pizza and the pepperoni, and damn, it's good. Keep it on the road there, son. Jeez. Coming down the mountain. Better slow up a little bit here. Pretty get out of control. Yeah, I saw that. As a matter of fact, JJ, who was on here earlier, had a good video on sort of an update on this season being released. Mad Honey is psychedelic. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there you go. That's put a link in Discord. Excellent, Jim. Appreciate it. I'll definitely check that out. But Gaming with JJ put out a good video on where we are in SnowRunner for this phase. They've had some issues, so they've delayed it, but I think they're close to getting all that worked out. So hopefully this phase will come out here in the next couple weeks, because it's been on the playtest server for a long time, longer than usual, I should say. There we go. Job well done. Alright, let's go get the burlap. Seeing as it's all fueled up and ready to go. Let's see, where's this other... So it's over there. Guess I could follow the road around. Yeah, because that's the other bridge I gotta fix there. Alright. And we'll do this one first. I wonder if it would make more sense to go this way to that one, because it doesn't look like there's a road that goes this way, does it? Alright, so... Alright, let's do that. North Carolina map? Oh, is it? Cool. Yeah, I don't think I've done any of the North Carolina map at this point. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, now there's an individual with some sportsmanship. He recognized that he made an error. He was broadside to you. You dove struck him. You took advantage of it. I like that. So there's still some hope for the game, is there? Yeah, I still got to do some of that. I got to do at least my daily stuff today, but I got to work on this car today. So as soon as I finish the stream, that's where I'm headed next. I'm hoping. I got a friend coming over tomorrow. If I can't get the rest of it put together today, he's coming over tomorrow to help me out, so. Burlap don't care. Yeah. Yeah, well I mean, even before they released this to the playtest server, they were saying that it was Probably the second hardest map in the game. They were trying to make it at the level of, you know, some of the more difficult Russian maps. So, I mean, it's not easy. I haven't found it to be that hard, but again, it depends on the trucks too. I mean, the Elephant is a ridiculously strong, heavy truck, and this thing, from a scouting standpoint, this thing is ridiculous as well. So, yeah, I wish too. Yeah, it's more just been an issue of, you know, anytime you try to take exhaust apart, it's been, at this point, it's been more of an issue of trying to figure out what the hell is actually wrong with it, because I keep fixing, you know, it's like, well, you might want to try this, so I try that, it doesn't work. I try this, it doesn't work. I try this, and I mean, I've got some friends who are pretty capable mechanics, you know, shade tree mechanics, not like certified mechanics, but, and of course, you know, this happened. I don't have a garage, and I probably would have been smart to haul it to I got a friend who's got a garage, and my brother's got a garage, but at first, when I started doing the troubleshooting, it was plug wires, coils. I mean, those things you don't need a garage for. They're not that hard, but as I dug deeper and deeper into it, and those things weren't, the smaller things weren't solving it, it started turning into catalytic converters and O2 sensors, and it was a bad situation altogether. So, but I appreciate that, man. That'd be cool. But like I said, I think I'm pretty close to having it at least put back together. Whether this has really fixed the problem or not is a whole other question, but I'm hoping to get it back together this weekend. If I can get it done today, I can get it done today. If not, my buddy's coming over tomorrow, and we'll see if I've just got one exhaust bolt that was just messed up. I had to basically cut it off to get the exhaust apart, and now getting the new bolt in there is going to be a task. But you know, it is what it is. These things are always either. Yep, that's where I'm going. That's exactly that's the task today, is to finish drilling it out, and the problem is the way this thing was built. 3 years of my flanges, drilled them out, used a bolt nut. Yeah, the way the flange, and you'll understand this. The flange is probably 3/4 of an inch from where the catalytic converter is. So when they put that bolt in there, it's just a bolt with a neck on it on the other side, and so you can't push it out, and it can't anyway because it's all like become part of the flange. So I got to drill it out, but then the hard part's going to be I'm going to have to get a one or two those really thin nuts, put it in there, and then tighten it down. So it's not going to be fun. But I think that's the only way to do it, because you can't get another, you know, sort of cap nut and bring it through the other side because the catalytic converter's in the way. I mean, it's just a shitty design when it comes to like DIY stuff. So yeah, you know, yeah, I'm sure you've run into it. Yep, it's just a pain in the ass. This whole car has been a pain in the ass, unfortunately. I've just about reached the point, as much as I hate to say it, just about reached the point of just buying a new car. If I can get this thing together and running, I'm seriously considering trading it in and buying a new car. I unfortunately have reached a point in my life where I don't like working on cars anymore. I hate to say that, because I used to really enjoy working on cars, but I've just gotten to the point where I don't like to do it. If I have to, I can, and I will, but I don't want to. You know, my brother's got his Land Cruiser. I think I posted a picture up of that before. And he's always tinkering with it and doing stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can get some. I can do some pics. Sure. I can do that. Yeah. Don't know that I want to do that, but yeah, it's just from a mental standpoint, it's like I have no interest. Oh, that's right. I gotta cut down through there, don't I? I can't go there. Damn it. Forgot about that. Yeah, it's just I have definitely reached the I'm too old for this shit stuff stage in my life. Yeah, well, I can imagine. That's You really got to enjoy working on cars to become a mechanic. And I considered doing that at one point. I mean, I love Subarus, and there's some guys that, and they're young guys, but it's like four of them who all have Subarus, and it worked on them so much that they opened up a garage, and it's doing quite well last time I looked. But yeah, that's the other thing. Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing. This Kia is just it's a shitbox of a car, and I mean, it's fine for daily driving and stuff, but the trouble I've been having with it is just dumb shit, and I just have come to hate it. And like I said, even with the Jeep, I put new suspension and stuff on it, and I just got to the point, like after a couple hours, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. So my days of wanting to put together like get like a some sort of little race car or something and doing track days and stuff, all that's gone. Because I'm not, unless I can afford to pay somebody to do it, I just don't want to do it. I have, I have realized that I have run out of the desire to. This is not good. Easy. Well, there you go. I mean, that'll work. Supervising people, you know what you're talking about, so people need to listen to you, but you don't have to actually be busting your knuckles. My mechanic is a really good mechanic. The guy I use for when I don't want to do it or I can't do it is really good, but I mean, he's got people to pay and he's got bills to pay, and so it's not cheap. So I just got the Jeep dragged into to the guys that do the work for me on that thing, and they ain't cheap either. It's like 125 an hour for those guys, but it's worth it. They do good work, but I don't want to pay the money. And I don't want to do the work, so it's like, well, kind of shit out of luck. You got to do one or the other. My brother, to his credit, he's going to Moab in a couple of weeks with his Land Cruiser, and it looks like it'll be an absolutely epic trip, but that place will break a truck in a minute. So you got to be really careful where you're going and what you're doing. But I just don't. When we went to off-roading at Windrock, I discovered that when I was younger and we did off-roading, I really enjoyed it. Now I was always in somebody else's truck, and it was a lot of fun, but I don't enjoy it enough to deal with the hassle. So, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. I got plenty of other things I like to do. Easy now. Yeah. That drifting is some crazy stuff. Oh, I bet. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun to do, there's no doubt. What is all this? Found a new point of interest here. Why can't I keep this thing on the road? Jeez. Oh, what do we got here? We got a trailer. Okay. Oh, this is pipe. Okay, cool. Water pipe. 0 in stock. Oh, great. I gotta find parts to put to make it. All right, good to know. I'm sure there's a mission involved there. See some steel rolls, so probably have to bring those to make water pipe. Makes sense. Drift the track. Ah, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, it's crazy the sim setups people have. My buddy Pixel Operative has gotten into... yeah, do that. That'll be cool. My buddy Pixel Operative has gotten into Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen, so now he's looking for HOTAS, looking at HOTAS setups and stuff to play that. He's already got a... I think he's already got like a racing sim set up. That can get to be big dollar stuff quick, though. Oof. Burlak don't care. Mud, snow, ice, rocks. Don't care. Just don't care. Yeah, man, I'll have to check that out. Oh, that's cool. Have they even given you a release date yet, Bug? How do we get up to this? Oh, wait. Okay, that's... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We gotta go back. Doesn't look like... Well, can we cut through here? Might be able to cut through here. Yeah, it looks like we can cut through here. Alright, let's get this monster turned around. Senior Chief, what's up? Yeah, so they haven't even given you a release date yet? Oof. Dude. You can wish list it now, though? Okay, that's good. That's a good start. That means it should release in the next 12 months or so. They don't usually wish list unless they're expected to come out relatively soon. Though I have heard of games get, you wish list them and it's like well more than a year before you can before it actually shows up. But hopefully that's not the case for War Thunder. I mean, if they're already putting out gameplay shorts, then it should be fairly close to being released. I'm gonna flip this damn thing again at this rate. Trying to climb the tree. Oh my lord. It's again the stupid trailer's keeping me from doing what I want to do. Yeah, because I looked at it when Bug first mentioned it. I was looking at it. I would have thought they were closer to release by now, but yeah, okay, there we go. So is that by the same developer that does War Thunder, or is that somebody different? And this is just sort of like an airplane spin-off. That looks like a flip a truck waiting to happen there. Yeah, his gamer tag is different than his tag on here. That's caught me up a couple times when we've been doing count-ins. It's like, Dart didn't make it. It's like, oh no, wait, no, that's different. All right, here we go. Where's this going? I guess this way? It's a bit confusing, I'll be honest. Couldn't handle ships last night? Well, it's... I will tell you guys that, at least from what I can see, it's actually gotten worse than the first week of the update. And I don't know if it's because they introduced the Azure Lane and the Irish thing, or the St. Patrick's Day thing, or what, but good God, the teams have just been awful. Yeah. Yeah, it was rough last night. Yeah. I don't know what they need to do to the matchmaking to make that not happen so often, because God bless. I mean, I have had several games now where, I mean, teammates making it to 500 would be surprising. I mean, now it's like half the team, if not more than half the team, 6 out of the 9 are like 400 or less. I mean, it's like you people aren't even playing, and it just there's a bunch of people and they play like they're an AI, and they just suicide into the cap or they suicide into the enemy team, asking for help the entire time, and it's like you're telling them to get back and they're yelling for support as they roll into 4 enemy battleships. It's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm not going to go help you if you're doing that. That's stupid. We're just going to die. And then you get other people like that guy we had last night, that DD player. Yeah, exactly, Dart. Exactly. That DD player who didn't really, I mean, he ended up at the top list. He ended up getting 2 kills, but they were like pity kills, and he wasn't spotting anybody. He wasn't going after the enemy DD. I mean, both Yorkie and I were well within shooting distance of the oyster, and instead of pushing the oyster, he went around someplace else, and it's like, what are you doing, dude? And of course the oyster killed us. It's like, I don't. It's like the cognitive side of this game just escapes some people. Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, exactly. He was not being a team player. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be, in most cases, it's got to be at least a 1v1 before I even attempt to do something like that, because, you know, and I still make the mistake in a DD. You'll have like a cruiser and a battleship behind you on your flank. And so you're like, okay, I'm going to push this DD, and while you're concentrating on pushing the DD, all of a sudden you spot them and you look up at the mini map, and the cruiser and the battleship have turned around and gone like on the other side of the map, and it's like, it was obvious I was pushing the enemy DD. Why in the hell did... It's like, well, I'm dead now. What am I going to do? It's just so frustrating. It's just like they are completely clueless on how to play the game. All right, so... What time is it now? It's almost time to pack up. Crap. All right, so I found the sawmill, and I found the pipe storage area. That's the edge of the map. So we've got... I guess I could start... I guess I could take the burlap this way. Cross here, maybe? Or maybe I take something from over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the garage, see what I've got at the garage. I think I've got the Kenworth there. Yeah. Yeah. Dart, you're right. There have been a lot of AFK players. I don't know if it's a problem with the the servers kicking people, or it's just people logging in and then going and getting a sandwich or taking a crap or something. I don't know what it is, but it has been quite trying. Are there any cool... No, there's not really any cool scouts. I'm gonna try one of these new ones. You're absolutely right, Trail Ride. anything, it used to be at legendary tier you had to do that. You had to be careful because your team might lose at legendary tier. But now it's down to like tier 6. It's like, what are you guys doing? Because I usually just goof around on tier 6. I don't care because it's usually an easy win. But I've had to, like you said, I've realized it's like, oh shit, everybody's dying. We're gonna lose an AI game at tier 6. It's so frustrating. Absolutely so frustrating. It's like, what is going on? That bumper looks awesome. The rim choices are not awesome though. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I've had to do the same damn thing. It's like, what are you people doing? Yeah, like I said, I don't understand what has happened to the player base. I mean, if it's new players, that's, you know, I'm glad there's new people getting in the game, but my God. How am I gonna get? Hmm. All right, so the bridge is out there too. Okay. Yeah, it's a popular scout. There's a lot of people who like it. There's no doubt. I figured I'd give it a try. I haven't done much in it because I didn't, when that DLC came out, I did not play it much. I mean, I love the look of it, the sound of it. I mean, that part of it's excellent. And like I said, by all accounts, it's a very good scout. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's why I put it on there. It's no burlap, but it's cool that they locked that. You know, they got that contract in. Because I've seen these things obviously on YouTube a lot. And it's like, dang, that's big money when you could buy one of these as your frickin' camper, your overlander. You got fat cash. This thing's loud. Can you guys hear me over this okay? burlap hardly makes any noise. This thing is loud. The tractor's in. It's good, Bug. Okay. The tractor's in this phase you're talking about, trail ride. Oh, in your in the yeah, in the Austria pack. Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with anything else that came out of there besides this. Oops. Which way is the road? Is that the road up there? I might be getting. This deep snow is just, it's rough. I can't attach to that. Oh, I'm close though. All right, hold on. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, see, the burlap just dries right on through this stuff. They don't care about it. But again, it's got like 70-inch tires, so. That's a sad horn, though. I hate to say it. That is a sad horn. Beep, beep. Probably could have done a little better with that. Does a real, I don't remember an F350 sounding like that, but all right, let's see where I can get to here. Snow doesn't seem to care if your diffs are locked or not. You ain't going nowhere fast, mister. Alright, hold on a second here. Yeah, so I'm trying to get across here. So I probably ought to head this way. See if I can make it. That's sketchy as crap. Guess I better stay close to the island in case I need to winch myself. Oop. Can't imagine trying to do this in real life. Be like, you just crapped yourself right there. Looks good in orange, though. It's the right color for it, I think. Especially with the orange accents. That's a great looking truck. You know, Trail Ride, probably because they spent so much money getting the licensing for these things, it's probably... They were like, well, we can't spend too much development time on anything else, so got a budget here. Though I can't imagine Earthwormer would... I mean, this is like marketing for Earthwormer, you would think. Yeah. No, I agree. They are not. So should I go this way? I guess I should go this way. Uh-oh. Got a little high centered there. All right. Well, I'll keep streaming until I get to this watchtower, and then we'll call it a day. And I will be back. From the looks of it, my schedule is such that I will be back tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. So if you have the opportunity, certainly join me then. I enjoy chatting with you all you guys. It's really what makes this a lot of fun. Of course, we'll have a little F1 to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do today as well. Don't know that I'll be doing a whole lot. I mean, it just... Unless I'm on stream, the pain's just not worth it. So I hate to say it that way, but... That's the way it feels sometimes. It's just, No, you're right. I've said that many times, Trail Ride. You get the Chevy built out fully, it'll go most places. Oh, you didn't get any floods yesterday? That's too bad. Floods like rain floods or floods like light floodlights? I didn't get my floods yesterday. Were you looking forward to floods for a reason? I mean, I know where you live. That could actually be beneficial, but no, you're right, Trail Ride. That Chevy, fully kitted out, is a very, very capable truck. It's better than most of the DLC Scouts. It's better than pretty much everything. Yep, it's tough to get it stuck. Well, it's got a fairly short wheelbase, so yeah, it's a great truck. Oh, daily tasks. Oh, floods for torpedoes. Yeah, okay. Duh. Sorry. Didn't mean to be stupid there for a minute. But yeah, that... Yeah, I was surprised. I've got my Harbin Loca build. I think I'm at 91% flood rate. It's not 91%. It doesn't seem to be stacking. It's probably 50 or 60%, which is still really good. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I just want to see it at 100%. Because then it's like every torpedo floods. That would be brutal. Alexa, stop. No, I'm not. I'm not a woman, man. They can do that. I can't. I can't read people's minds. They clearly can do it because they expect you to do it. So. Though it doesn't ever seem to be that way. I don't know. Go figure. I love ladies, I really do, but they are. We are entirely different creatures. So it's amazing. New objective. Dangerous route. Oh, there's an even more dangerous route. It's so dangerous we got to call it dangerous. Okay, so there's the gateway. All right. There's the bridge, which I think the bridge doesn't the bridge just need. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, that's what I got too. Um, did I? I didn't get. Yeah, I didn't get any ships. I just got doubloons. Now I did get lucky with the Azure Lane. I got what 3 commanders? I got Captain Underboob. I got Captain Overboob. Earlier I gotten Captain Sideboob, and then I got one. Oh, and then I got the other. I got the Captain. You know, I've Formidable. No, Formidable is Overboob. It was the other one. So I got. I think I got at this point because I got a Sashio um in a previous pull along with Harbin, so I think I got all 5 of the commanders. I didn't get any of the ships. Oh wait, I take it back. I got AL Harbin. I got the AL Harbin. That's right. I got the Harbin, which was the only one I wanted. I don't care about the Richelieu, um, but I mean it'd be fun if I got it. But and I think I've got one more. Yeah, there's the one crate at the end of the campaign that I'll get. I didn't get. I didn't really do that well. I got the tier 3 and the tier 4 um, on regular crates, and then I got the rest of them on the last stream. So I'm doing pretty good there. I think I've got all the Dutch ships now. I really enjoy those. Those are a lot of fun. The airstrikes are a lot of fun. Let's see, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to go to... I want to see what this bridge mission is. There's got to be a mission for fixing this bridge, right? You have a chance to win one of them that they draw on the 24th. Oh, really? I hadn't seen that yet. I'll have to go look that up. Post that in the Discord and stuff. That's cool. Get this bridge mission, because I think this only takes lumber to fix. This tree truck just flattens trees. It's like, wow, I don't care about no damn tree. This truck is stupid good. No, why did you do that? Oh my god! Alright, I'm just gonna leave it. I've had enough. I've reached my limit. I mean, that was Look, that was driving error on my part, but I thought for sure it would pick up this telephone pole when I did the emergency winch. It clearly did not. I just wanted to drive over here and see this thing. It's like, damn it. I should have hooked to it before I drove into that ditch. Oh well. I'll come rescue it later. I'll bring the Mercer over and rescue it. All right, guys. I gotta get working on this car. So appreciate everybody hanging out. Appreciate everybody logging on their Twitch account for me too. That'll really help. Again, I guess they're gonna make affiliate basically guaranteed now, but it would be nice to get. I bet I'd be willing to bet getting up to an average of 3 um, boost your affiliate level too. So anyway, all right, guys, have a good one, and we will see you tomorrow hopefully. Take it easy.